I would say that this video is going to get me in trouble, but what the heck does that mean? It's not going to get me in trouble for what? Telling the truth? But it's about women. It's about you ladies. This is not an indictment against anyone. It's not an indictment against women. I'm just speaking cold, hard facts. Ladies, those of you that are with children, have you considered feeding your babies nature's milk? The milk that comes from you, the mother, from your paps, from your breast, as opposed to something that's manufactured and placed in a can. And you know the name brands, Similac, Enfamil, and so on. Why are you feeding your children made up milk, created milk? Now, ask yourself the question, but I don't think you really need to ask yourself the question, but I'm going to say it anyway. Ask yourself the question, what are my breasts for? For men to gawk at? Ooh, got a nice rack. Nice set of boobs there. That's not nature in and of itself. No, the purpose of your breast are to produce milk for when you bear children. You know that. Nature tells you this. You've seen cows have babies. You've seen lions have babies, cats and dogs, and any other mammal that has babies. They suckle on their mom's breast in a way to get nutrition, right? To develop in the early stages. There's no difference with human beings. Somehow or another, we've been dissuaded from using what God gave us, ladies, in exchange for formula. Is it equal to what you produce? I would hope not. It's not. It's a creation of man. Well, I understand that there could be circumstances, but I believe that the circumstances are very rare where a child can't use mom's milk. Very, very rare circumstances. So, if your breasts are for feeding your children your milk, why are you giving your children milk out of a can? Somebody might say, well, you know what? It hurts. For real? Is that 100% of the women that have children that say it hurt and they don't give their children that milk? Or is it the excuse that, oh, they won't latch? I bet if they get hungry enough, they will latch. What's the downside to not feeding your child your milk? First of all, you are what you eat, ladies. If you have a proper, balanced, and nutritional diet, then everything that you take in, you will be transferring to your baby, to your infant. That's the nutrition there that comes from you because the child came from you, right? He or she needs the nutrition from its mother, not from a can. No can can duplicate what your body can produce. Not even close. Now, another downside is that a can cannot bond with your child, but you can. Your child needs to feel you. His mother or her mother, the heat from your body, the caressing from your arms, and the feeling that you emit to that child that you brought into the world. He or she needs that. That's part of their psychological development at that very young age, that bonding process. Can't get that from a can or a bottle of formula. Now, there are going to be people, even some professionals, even doctors that's going to say, well, in this particular instance, all parents will not be able to do that with their children because of this circumstance and that circumstance and this circumstance. Are you sure that the doctor's not trying to join you in saying that, well, a formula is more convenient for mom, and mom's going to buy into it because it's convenient? Oh, I have time to do other things. I can stick a bottle in their mouth and I can go into the next room and do some work. Or I can go to the next room and watch television, or I can do whatever. And at some point in time, my child's going to hold their own bottle, and I don't have to worry about holding the bottle. Did you hear me say worry about? You should never say worry when it comes to your children, because they are your children that you brought into the world. You holding the baby has the warmth of its mother. You're holding the bottle. The child is looking at you. The child is smelling your fragrance, your body odor. The child is bonding with you, mom. The child can't do that effectively when you're using artificial things to replace mom's natural milk. What animal in nature is raised out in the woods, in the wilderness, with Similac and Enfamil and a bottle? No, it's attached to its mom, and its bond is to its mom. Don't you think that the bond that you have with your child should be closer? Have you ever considered this? What I'm saying to you is not complicated. It's not difficult, but society has messed up our minds and made us believe that the industries are more important than our common sense. The industries are making steadily billions of dollars annually from selling you a product that you don't really have to have. Under certain circumstances, for those who like to come and troll and say, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Yes, I do. I've had many children, brothers and sisters. I've had many children, and I fed my own babies. And my wife did. God rest her soul. She's passed now. She did breastfeed initially. But I know. Nature, nothing can trump it. Nature wins in the end if you apply nature. And you raise much more intelligent, much more healthy, much more decent human beings when you go nature's route. So, ladies, don't attack me because I'm telling you the truth. Don't forget that I did say that there are some extenuating circumstances, but they're not the majority of situations. They should be minuscule. They should be the least and the most rare of circumstances where you have to use formula. Don't use the excuse, oh, they won't latch onto my breast. What are your breasts for again? If they're hungry enough, they will latch. You have to keep at it. The thing is, you don't have the patience. Some of you might be younger moms and say, well, I don't want no child sucking on my breast. But did you want to have a baby? The baby's here now. You better give it up. Give that child those nipples because they belong to them when they come out of your womb. It's really that simple. All of the other little situation that you have going on in your mind, the little craziness that you have going on in your mind that, oh no, this is uncomfortable, or when am I going to do it? I don't have time to do it, and so on and so forth. I have to buy a bra that has the maternity type opening on it and so forth so I can feed in public, or I have to go off to the side and do XYZ. There are some people who do it all the time. Some women don't have a problem doing that because it's their child, and they realize that it's important to nourish their child and to nurture their child at the same time. That was really all I had to say. If you've got breasts and you intend on having children, you better give those breasts up because they belong to your child. That's it. And that's all.